What is up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Today we are checking out the Jam Pedals OCTAURUS Limited. Now this is the latest offering from the Jam Pedals custom shop. I'm sure you've figured out by the name OCTAURUS that it's probably an Octafuzz pedal, but this isn't just any Octafuzz pedal, especially being a custom shop pedal. It has a very intricate turret-based point-to-point design with all NOS early 60s components. So it just feels great and sounds great. In my humble opinion, it really covers a lot of ground as far as its predecessors go. It covers a ton of that ground. It really is just kind of a work of art. When I got it out of the box, I noticed, wow, this is a really nice covering. It's like a felt covering. But when I looked on the back, I saw there was a zipper. And when I opened that, I could peer in and see, and I'll show you guys a picture, but I could peer in and see just the absolute work of art in there. That turret-based point-to-point is absolutely beautiful. So what's on the box? You've got level, tone, and gain. That's typical of an Octafuzz style pedal, but you also have two switches on there, and we'll get into how the level, gain, and tone sounds in the demo. But as I mentioned, you've got two switches on there. The one on the left is a voicing switch. So in the upper position, it's going to be more of kind of a mid-scooped voice. It's going to bring out more of that higher octave fuzz type of thing. It also sounds great for like chunky rhythm stuff. We'll get into how it sounds in the demo. In the down position, it's a fatter, kind of fuller voice, maybe a little bit less octave, but super fat, super liquid, smooth. Solo tones can be had with that. On the right side is your clipping switch. In the upper position, it allows you to choose asymmetrical clipping. In the down position, you can choose symmetrical. And once again, a lot of tonal and feel variation just between those two positions. Now, if you combine the two switches in the different positions, the variety is just crazy. And we'll get into that in the demo. You have your on-off on there. In and outs are on the sides, 9-volt on the side. So yeah, without further yammering on about this cool pedal, let's just check out how it sounds. It's the Jam Pedals OCTAURUS Limited. Okay, let's check this thing out. Here's just the guitar into the amp. And here is the OCTAURUS. Okay, so cool. I didn't touch the control. As far as tone, all I did was manipulate these switches, and just within that, even without messing with the gain or anything, there's just so much tonal variety there, and also just in the way the pedal feels. Everything is, and I dare say, because I don't like this word, but everything is super organic. It's like this pedal's kind of a part of me, is what it almost feels like, just in tweaking things. Either the pedal's adapting to me or I'm adapting to it, or maybe a little bit of both. But just in these switches, being able to choose between the two different voicings, as well as asymmetrical and symmetrical, just gives you all these tonal options without even touching the tone or gain. So just to do a quick run through, I'm going to leave this switch in the down position, which I believe is symmetrical clipping, and I'm going to leave this switch on the left here, which is what we're going to focus on, in the up position, which is the more kind of scooped mid setting. So, you know, without really messing with anything. And I'll also leave my volume all the way up for this. Now I'll just throw the switch down. So in the up position, it's going to be a little bit brighter, maybe not as fat in the mids, or obviously not as fat in the mids, in my humble opinion, for octave up kind of stuff in that position. It's going to be way more apparent than in the down position. In the down position, way fatter, but a little bit less of that upper octave harmonic, I guess. And it definitely feels like it tracks a little bit faster, but just that tonal variation without touching anything is really cool. So now I'll leave this, you know, I'll leave this switch in that the upper position, which is going to be the brighter, kind of more mid-scoop position. And let's check out the switch on the right, which is asymmetrical versus symmetrical clipping. Right now, it's in the symmetrical mode. So once again, just for in those two positions, there's just so much variety to be drug out of this thing before you touch the tone control. I found on this that I like the tone control pretty much maxed, but you can back it off. And I kind of like the gain that way as well. I don't have the gain wide open. I guess I can do that real quick. And one thing I will say about the gain is I would just, once again, leave it open. I mean, there's all kinds of tonal variations, but if you want more of the octave up kind of stuff, with the gain and the tone maxed, that's really the ticket. I'll go ahead and just roll the gain back so you guys can get an idea of what's going on. Guitar's wide open on the humbucker. Gain all the way off. For me, anywhere from like 3 o'clock up is the ticket, but you know, that's to each his or her own. And then the level control. Right there's about unity. Now the thing with that level control is you can definitely get above unity, but to me, it's a tone control too. As you get up past, you know, I guess in this range, everything gets way thicker, and you may not always want that, but that's something to keep in mind with, once again, this pedal is just very, I guess, I shouldn't say organic, maybe reactive, just the way everything is dialed. But the level control is great. You can go well above unity and then also use it to tweak new tones. So just going hotter level, less gain, gave me a new tone. So that's a really nice control. And then I'll go ahead and roll the tone control so you guys can hear that. So the tone control, it almost has kind of a mid characteristic to it. I would say if you want less of the octave thing, you can definitely turn the tone down and even keeping the gain up. And once again, just going between, you know, the voicing switch on the left and the clipping switch on the right, you can just drag all kinds of tones out of this box. It feels great. You know, it's really hard to articulate that other than saying it feels great. So that is the Octaurus. Check this thing out. If you've got any questions about it, please go to the website. And as always, I really appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you next time.